Happy lunch hour, guys. Okay, I want to bring this up to everybody just so you have an idea. And as I've said many times, watch what happens in Europe because it eventually winds up coming here. And that fact has been proven over and over and over again. So let's take a look at the latest one. This is a story coming out today that grocery stores are now stopping carrying products because the companies are charging so much to get it, put it on the shelves, that the stores know their customers aren't going to pay that much, and therefore they're not buying the product, so it's leaving empty shelves. Let me kind of explain this in a little more detail, but I want to give you the rundown of it. Okay, so this is all going on in Germany, and I'll link this below so you guys can take a look at it. But this is another effect that we're going to see on food prices and dwindling supply, shortages, whatever you want to call it, in the grocery stores. Now, mind you, when a grocery store puts something on the shelf, okay, they've got to buy it from the wholesaler, who had to buy it from the producer, etc. So it's coming out all down to the end. So let me take a bag of green beans, for example. I mean, the farmer's got to grow it. And so then when he sells it to the wholesaler, he's got to make something out of it. Then the wholesaler sells it to Del Monte. And so the wholesaler's got to make something. And then Del Monte sells it to the distributor, and Del Monte's got to make some money. And the distributor sells it to the grocery store, and the grocery store's got to make, or the distributor's got to make some money. And so by the time it gets to you, all those charges are passed on to you. Okay. Well, what you're seeing going on in Germany now is that all those prices are getting so high that the grocery stores are refusing to buy the product because they know their customers are not going to pay exorbitant amounts of money for the groceries. So it's leaving holes in the shelves. Grocery store is not going to buy something, hypothetically, let's say here, it costs them $1 for a bag of green beans, if you will, and sell it to you for 99 cents. It's just not going to happen. But they're also not going to buy it for $1, knowing they've got to charge $1.09, and their customers are not going to pay $1.09, because then they're left holding the bag with spoiled food, out-of-date food, that basically now they just pissed a buck into the wind. So you're seeing this going on in Germany, and I mean, this isn't strange products. This is, Kellogg's Corn Flakes, Coca-Cola, that sort of stuff, that all the production costs have gone up, and because Kellogg's or Coke or whatever is pushing these stores to pay more for it, the stores are going, we can't afford this, and our customers aren't going to pay it. Okay, that's causing a shortage in itself. This is one of the other things that you get where everybody goes, oh, I'm not seeing shortages or whatever. True. Right now, we see it in bits and pieces. I mean, y'all have sent me, and God knows I can see plenty of other pictures, going into the Kroger, the Walmarts, the Albertsons, whatever it is, and look, there's no chicken or whatever. I mean, I think I told you, we were at the grocery store a week ago, and the grocery store had no chicken breasts. Okay, actually went to two different grocery stores, and I looked, and there was no chicken breasts in either one. Why? Because it's probably exorbitantly expensive, and so the stores are like, we're not going to be able to sell this, we're not going to buy it. This is starting to come into other products, and when you start getting into staples, and I'm not going to say Coca-Cola is a staple, for some of you guys it might be, who knows? Okay, but Corn Flakes or something, Corn Flakes used to be your relatively inexpensive breakfast food, Corn Flakes and Rice Krispies. It wasn't all the fluff or anything, with your marshmallows or what. It was just basic cereal. Okay, but when this starts coming in, this really starts causing a problem. When your basic staples, the stores aren't going to carry. Remember, their businesses, they need to make a profit. They still got to pay the lease on the building. They still got to pay the electric bill. They got to pay the employees, the insurance, whatever it would be. Okay, they need to make a profit. They're not going to sell something at a loss just because, oh, it's for the good of humanity. Companies don't stay in business long that way. If they can't pay the bills, eventually the store closes. This is economics, not even 101. Okay, this is sixth grade economics here. All right. Now the retailers in Germany are accusing the Kellogg's and the Cokes and everything, and M&M Mars or whoever would be Procter and Gamble, of price gouging. That probably, I've got to say, that's probably not true. Okay, I'm not going to guarantee anything like this. You know me. Okay, I'm trying to think of this logically, but because so many of those other costs are passed on, and remember, the distributor, the wholesaler, whatever, they're paying crazy amounts of money for fuel, so that gets added into it. I mean, it's their employees, their warehouse, their insurance, their fuel, their trucks, their maintenance, whatever it is, all that gets added in. Okay, and that's why accountants have jobs, because it's not like, oh, you bought it for $1, you sell it for $1.10, and you make 10% profit. No, it doesn't work that way. It's like, we bought it for $1. This is all the other overhead that goes into moving this product. This is how much we have to sell it for. Okay. But what I'm saying is, you are going to start to see a shortage of some of the other common products that you like to buy, because the stores are not going to stock them, because they know the people won't pay it. Right? Okay. Go into your grocery store now and look and see how much T-bones cost, if they've even got any. Why? Because they're probably not carrying that many, because they're like, okay, we're not going to sell. We'd rather tell a customer, hey, we're sold out, than take a whole bunch of, whole freezer full of $20 steaks and throw them in the dumpster out behind the building and go, well, you know what? There's $1,000 we just pissed away. Just what I'm saying. Keep putting back the stuff. Look for your sales. Find what you can get. Keep stacking it and stocking it. I mean, y'all know what the cost of rice has done, what the cost of flour has done. I mean, your very basic staples that we all keep getting. What happens when this isn't cornflakes and Coke, but when this turns out to be salt, sugar, flour, rice, potatoes, beans, basic staples. Keep putting it away, guys, but the shortages are going to get worse, because now the economic reasons are starting to hit the stores themselves, not just the consumers. Enjoy the rest of the day. Pinball out.